Let me guess. You have tried to build a routine before. Maybe 100 times. Maybe with color-coded calendars, a new app, a fresh planner, and a YouTube video that promised to change your life in 30 days. And for like 3 of those days, babe, you were thriving. You were unstoppable. You drank water before you drank coffee. You knew this was going to last for the rest of your life. Hawk's here. Hang on. Say hello. He's so silly. Hi. What was I saying? Right. You thought this new routine was the cat's pajamas and you were going to be able to stick with it forever. And then you woke up on day 4 and suddenly new year, new me became old me's not so bad. And you went right back on your bullshit. But then you watched another video and you told yourself, yes, this is who I want to be and I will get right back on track on Monday. And maybe you did. Maybe even for a little while, maybe for longer than the last time. Until the next random Tuesday when your brain decided routines are a prison. So he wants to be on camera so bad. Anyway, your brain decided that routines are a prison, and instead of doing all the things that you had been doing that you swore were working, you ended up binge watching documentaries about octopuses instead. Octopi? Octopuses. Whatever. Side note about octopuses. Did you know they have 9 brains? Could you imagine having 9 brains and ADHD in every single one of them? Like we think we have it bad. Imagine the ADHD octopus out there in the ocean. Because it would be this times 9. Ugh, I cannot stay on track today. I'm sorry. Could you be a little bit louder? It's winter-ish. I guess it's technically still fall, but he's got very dry skin and it's making him itchy, and I'm gonna kick him out. Come on, honey. You got to say hi. Go see Trent. Out. Oh, then can you stop being noisy? Mm-hmm. Can you stop being noisy? This video is going off the rails. Yes, excuse me. Oh my goodness, we're 5 minutes in. I haven't told you anything yet. Like vey. Anyway, if you remember what I said about the cycle you got yourself in, and that sounds familiar to you, let me assure you that you are not doomed to flail your way through adulthood in a tornado of half-used planners and broken promises to yourself. You're just trying to build a neurodivergent friendly routine using neurotypical blueprints. You're very pretty. Hi. Okay. And trying to use a neurodivergent blueprint trying to use a neurotypical blueprint on a neurodivergent brain is like watching a dog try to do algebra. Could you do algebra? Could you do algebra? You're pretty smart. Honey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is why I film when you're sleeping in the morning. Oh my. Can you get down? Oh my goodness. I hope you like dogs. So let's get back on track here. Let's talk about how to... You've got dog hair everywhere. Oh my gosh. Let's get back on track and talk about how to build a routine that you will actually stick with. One that doesn't make you want to move into the woods the minute you start and become just a bog witch, right? We're looking for routines that are gentle, that are realistic, flexible, and, built around the weird wiggly way that our brains work. And the first thing you need to do is stop thinking of routines as rigid schedules, because that is just hustle culture propaganda. A routine is not a prison. It's not a test you can fail if you don't get everything done by 8:07 a.m. A routine is just scaffolding. It is support. It is a soft structure that helps you move through your day without having to reinvent the wheel every 5 minutes. And for ADHD brains especially, it is the difference between chaos and semi-organized chaos with snacks. Okay, I kicked him out. We're what? 5 minutes in. So let's get into the actual video, shall we? I hope that was fun for you. I know everybody likes to see hawks, so I'm not even going to cut it out. We're just going to roll with it. So a routine is actually quite important for ADHD brains, and we need to stop thinking of them as a prison and start thinking of them as just building blocks to our day. Okay, perfect. Now the key here is that structure has to be yours. You cannot use some influencer's morning routine where they journal for 45 minutes, they make a smoothie out of kale and weeds, and then they climb in their silk swing and meditate. Like, no, this is not aspirational. I guarantee you there is an affiliate link for that silk swing in their comment section. All of that is a performance. And none of it is a routine. You do not need all of that. You need something that makes your life easier, not something else that complicates it further. So here's the first rule of routines that stick. Start with anchor points, not full schedules. And you're going to think of these anchor points as the things that you already kind of naturally do. Wake up, eat something. Feed your dog, scroll your phone in existential dread. Pick 2 or 3 of those things and build your routine around them. Preferably not the phone one, but I'm not the boss of you. And you're not habit stacking these things like a Jenga tower because you know you're going to knock that shit over. You're building around them like little life rafts. Let's say you always have your coffee around 10 a.m. I have not had nearly enough today. Anyway, that coffee is your anchor. Now you build one easy, low friction task on the other side of it. Maybe that's checking your planner. Maybe it's moving your body for 5 minutes. Maybe it's just writing down your top 3 priorities for the day. This is your routine and you need to pick what feels doable and helpful for you. And then you repeat that process with another anchor. Maybe you pick lunch. Maybe you choose when you go pick up the kids. The point is to start where you are and build around that. And you're going to do this with absurdly low expectations, which brings me to the next tip. Lower the bar, like way lower. Your routine should not feel aspirational. It should feel achievable on your worst day, because consistency is not built on high standards. It's built on accessibility. You want a routine that can show up for you when you are brain fogged, when you're overstimulated, when you're questioning every life decision you've ever made. If your routine only works when you're feeling good, I've got news for you. Your routine doesn't work. And I do get it. I know that sometimes lowering the bar feels like giving up, especially if you have lived through the toxic productivity, hustle culture boom that I think we all lived through and we all bit chunks out of. But lowering the bar is not failure. It's strategy. Because once that bar is low enough to step over without tripping on your own anxiety and burnout, you build momentum. And you are able to keep going, because momentum is what turns sometimes into almost always. And one of the biggest tips that I can give you for building a routine is to make them rewarding. And I don't mean like in a gold star kind of way. I mean, you need to make these things fun, maybe even a little ridiculous. Like blasting a specific playlist every time you clean the kitchen. And I cannot recommend highly enough, like medieval tavern music, because you feel like you're like shutting down the bar after a D&D party left. Like the dopamine shows up with some tavern music. I can't explain it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm weird. Or maybe when you're doing your admin tasks, you get to burn your favorite fancy 3-wick candle that you've been saving for no particular reason except for the fact that you know you can't replace it because they don't make it anymore. Okay, now that thing you've been saving is your special treat to do paperwork that you hate. Rituals matter. They give your brain a sensory clue that it is time to shift gears. And honey, yes, you are allowed to bribe yourself. In fact, you are encouraged to bribe yourself. ADHD is the goblin, and you are the goblin king. If a 15-minute tidy session means you get to sit your ass on the couch for a 20-minute scroll session, that's a win. You are training your brain, not punishing it. You're building trust with yourself. Speaking of trust, I trust that you have already hit that thumbs up button, but if you haven't, could you smash it for me? Thank you so much. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, you need to expect disruption. Your routine simply is not going to work every single day. It is not supposed to. Life happens. Chronic illness and chronic pain happen. Executive dysfunction throws a party in your prefrontal cortex and throws your entire day out of whack. None of that means that your routine has failed. It means that you are a human being with a human brain on a planet that is spinning on its axis around a flaming ball of stardust. Welcome to the party, pal. So when this happens, instead of ditching the routine completely, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, just build in a reset point. Something that gently guides you to, hey, we're back now. Maybe it's a pre-written pep talk in your planner. Maybe it's setting a 5-minute timer for yourself and doing something, anything. Make the bed, put a mug in the dishwasher, anything that moves you in the direction you want to go. It doesn't matter what it is. Just pick a low pressure re-entry point and start there. Another crucial element is to stop building these routines in your noggin. ADHD brains are phenomenal at imagining systems that are perfect and beautiful and wildly unsustainable. You have to externalize it. Use sticky notes, use a whiteboard, use a checklist app on your phone that you're gonna forget you even have 2 days from now, but it's a start. Visual cues are your best friend. Do not trust your brain to hold all these steps. That is like asking a raccoon to babysit a cheeseburger. You are just setting yourself up for disaster and disappointment. And please remember that these reminders need to be where your eyeballs actually look. You can't stick them in a drawer. You have to put them where your attention already lives. Put them on the fridge door, put them on the bathroom mirror, put them in your planner if you touch your planner every single day. Help your future self by planting these clues like you are running a very gentle scavenger hunt. And the most important part of all of this is that you have to stop comparing your routines to other people's routines, especially internet influencers. Their lives look nothing like yours. Their brains work nothing like yours. We connect on a very deep level here. But my brain does not work the exact same way that your brain does. It just seems that way because I talk out loud about the things that you think about all the time. So other people's routines are absolutely irrelevant to your life. You need to support you, your capacity, your energy, your needs, and your goals. Because when you custom build a routine to fit your brain and your life, you kind of stop needing willpower. You stop burning yourself out trying to chase someone else's version of success. You start creating a rhythm that feels like home. Because the real secret to building a routine that works for you is not discipline or hustle or grit. It's kindness. It is consistency over perfection. It is showing up for yourself like you matter because you do. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you found this video helpful or at the very least mildly entertaining. Lord knows we got the Hawk show today, so always a good time. So please don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me and leave me a comment below and let me know, do you have pets? Do they interrupt your life in the very best, most amazing possible way? Do they want to be a YouTube star? I want to know all about it. I want to know their names. I want to know how long you've had them. I want to know what kind of animal they are. And I want to know all of it, please, because clearly I'm an animal lover. So I love you so much. I really hope that I was able to get this message across in this video with all the distractions and interruptions. And if not, and I've left you with any questions, you can leave those in the comments too, and I will be happy to answer what I can. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.